I-20 male, went to a Blue Jays playoff game with a couple of friends. We drove up to the GO station and we got to Toronto early. So since our driver wanted a pregame, so we went to a restaurant and he immediately handed me the keys and said, I was gone nah, drive us home after the game since out of the two people not drinking. In my friend group, I have my license. Fast forward, the game ended up going bad as the Blue Jays ended losing after being up by a lot of runs, and this put a sour mood around my friends. The second the game was over, I was seated right beside the stairs, so I tapped my friend and tell him, am leaving? No, he nodded, and I headed for the exit. By the end of the game, I wasn't really sad. They lost. I was more worried about getting home as it can take forever to finally get on the GO train, and I really hate big crowds, so a packed stadium heading to the station sound ideal, and I thought I could get there faster by myself, so I speed walked through the few people who have left. And when I got to the station, the train headed home was already there, so I hopped on it, found a seat, and waited. As I was waiting for the train to leave, I got a phone call from my one friend who gave me his keys and asked where I was, and I said on the train. He was very confused, but then turned to anger very quick when I told him I wasn't getting off the train to wait for them, because I knew I'd be in a more packed train and I probably wouldn't be sitting if I did either. Apparently, they had been walking around the stadium looking for me because the one friend I told I was leaving, he was the other. Sober one just didn't have a license, just said I went up so they thought I was in the bathroom. Or buying something, I guess. Fast forward back to the call, I get called a few names for deciding to stay on the train. They hang up on me and the train begins to leave. I got to our station and sat in his car and waited for them to show up in about 30 to 45 minutes later. They all did very angry at me, and the whole car ride back swearing at me and calling me stupid for doing such a thing to them. It has been months since the game, and I still get yelled at about leaving them, and even most of my friends who weren't they're back 'em up I eat.